Hi, everybody. Today is Wednesday, March 6th, and I decided to stay at home today to do my story. And I decided to come outside to my greenhouse where I'm growing some flowers and some lettuces and different kinds of greens to make a salad. But it's nice and warm in here. You might hear the wind blowing around me, starting to kick up like it usually does in the afternoon. So the story that I chose to read to you today is called The Attic of the Wind. And it's written by Doris Harold Lund and illustrated by Ati Forberg. Here's the title page. I've always liked this story. Makes you wonder about what happens to things that blow away. So, what happens to things that blow away, like the bubbles you blew one sunny day? Where did they all go anyway? To the attic of the wind. It's not an attic you reach by stair. It's past the clouds and the stars somewhere. And what will we find if we play up there in the attic of the wind? There are autumn leaves that the wind has swirled from the far-off corners of all the world and piled up high in a red gold heap so hundreds of children can play and leap. There are all of the snowflakes that didn't light, but whirled past your door on a snowy night. They didn't melt and they didn't stay. They're here in the attic for you today. There are petals, too, that a daisy sheds, the fallen blossoms from flower beds, and the dandelion's soft gray heads in the attic of the wind. There are butterflies that flew too high and lost themselves in the summer sky. And even one tiny baby wren who bravely jumped from his nest and then, when he tried flying back to his treetop bed, rode here on a gentle wind instead. Feathers are here in the attic too, the robin's red and the blue jay's blue, the peacock's plume and the duckling's down, and the pheasant's feather of speckled brown, feather of gull or of mother quail, and a green gold beauty from a rooster's tail. Balloons in the attic? Of course there are. Lost at the fair or the church bazaar. Balloons from the birthdays of all the years that you watched float away with a smile or tears. And there are the kites that snapped their strings, then sailed to the attic on paper wings. Red kites from Kansas, blue kites from Maine, bright yellow kites from faraway Spain, fish kites from China, box kites from France, kites from Japan, made like dragons that dance. There are hats blown off of aunts and mothers, sailors, policemen, and baby brothers. Hats for beaching, hats for riding, hats for thinking and deciding, party hats and paper crowns, and hats belonging to circus clowns. And here in the attic of the wind is all of the laundry that comes unpinned. The socks and pajamas that ran away when a clothesline broke on a gusty day. The petticoat that whirled off to dance with a patched up pair of somebody's pants. Look here, all the streamers that travelers throw when a great ship sails and the deep horns blow. Pink streamers and rice from a wedding day when the groom takes the beautiful bride away. Streamers like colored rain coming down when a hero's parade marches through the town. And what of umbrellas that disappear on a stormy day? Why, they're all up here. Here too is that valentine of lace, the postcard you got from a far off place. And the golden sparks from a summer fire that you watched fly high and then still higher. Yes, the attic of the wind can store all the world's lost treasure and even more. The handkerchief you forgot to hold, the spelling paper with the star of gold, the picture you drew for Mother's Day. All the things you somehow let drift away aren't exactly lost. So before you cry, why not look in the attic of the sky? Well, did you ever lose anything that blew off in the wind? And did you wonder where it ended up? Could be. It's in the attic of the wind. I'll see you tomorrow for our Zoom meeting. Have a good afternoon, everybody.